Hey, what's up, guys? It all comes down to faith. You gotta have faith in yourself, faith in what you're doing, faith in the people that you're working with. It'll all go around if you have faith. If you don't have faith, then you feel like an imposter. And I can relate to that. You know, reaching out to businesses, telling them I'll better their marketing, I'll make them more sales. Now I believe I can. But when I first started out, I'm not so sure I could. So I felt like an imposter reaching out to them. But the more reps I got in, the better it went. I posted a short yesterday. I don't know if you got the chance to see it, but people say it takes 10,000 hours to become a master. So really, how long is that going to take you? Show the graphs here. Like, you can't just work a little bit every day and be like, yeah, that's good for the day. Now time to scroll. Now time to go do something else. Now time to watch TV. Like, if you genuinely want to be good, if you genuinely want to be great, like, you have to sacrifice this time now. Like, you watching this right now, if you're my age, I'm 22. I've been doing business for 2 years. The first year, I was kind of 1 foot in the door, you know? Like, I'd work on it. I'd have to set a timer to work on it. And then once that timer went off, I was like, oh, all right. Now I can go do something else. And it took a while, honestly, to get out of that. But once I did get out of that, I started to fall in love with it. You know? And now if I'm not working on my business, I feel like I'm slacking. I feel like a piece of shit. But it didn't start that way. Like I used to feel like, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I can't go out with my friends. Oh, I can't do this. I have to work on the business. Now I'm like, I get to. I'm putting in the work, and my future self is going to thank me. So I've had a complete mindset shift. And it didn't really happen overnight, you know? It did not happen overnight. And I'm not out here successful. My business has only made $1,400. I've only made $1,400 from my business in the last 6 months. But just signed a new client yesterday, and he's broke. I'm broke. So we're gonna level up together. And I've also started being smart. Like, I used to go on Google and I would look up construction companies in this area, and I would just go down the list and dial them all. And that was great. It made me gain some confidence in myself. Made me gain some abilities to handle rejection. I probably made 3,000 dials like that. And out of that, you know how many clients I got? 0. I mean, I still have a couple. They're like, oh, call me back, put me on your list. You know, that kind of thing. But that really wasn't the most efficient use of my time, looking back. So now, I paid for a software, Go High Level, and I can literally type in any business, and it'll give me a full marketing audit of that business, so I can see really if I can help that business or not. I'm not just cold dialing anymore. And now that also gives me an in. Hey, like, I'm gonna start going into businesses in my area with a marketing audit and a handwritten letter, and I'm gonna go in and meet the owner, and I'm gonna say, hey, I have a marketing x-ray of your business here. If you'd like to see it, I'm Spencer Goldberg. I'm new to town. It's nice to meet you. Just go introduce myself. Go plant those seeds. You can do it over the phone too, but in person nowadays, it'll get you a lot further. Another thing that really helps me out with my business is I went to a sales conference a year ago, and I met 2 people out of the 100 people there. I met 2 people and I got their contact. And one of them is highly successful. His business brings in $25K a year or $25K a month. And this wasn't the case. Last year he was in debt 30 grand at the end of the year of his business. So just talking to him and seeing what it's taken for him to get to from negative 30 grand to making 200K plus a year. What has he done? He invested thousands and thousands into coaching, into training. You got to pay to play, bro. Your greatest expense is your lack of knowledge. And there's someone out there with that knowledge that you can use to take you to the next level. So, you got to pay to play. Another person who's really been inspiring me and making me look at things differently, giving me a better understanding of business is Jason Wojo. Shout out to Jason Wojo. I'd highly recommend you buy his book. It's only $10. And he also built and scaled a marketing agency. He's only been at it for 5 years, and now he makes $500K plus a month. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel, bro. Find someone who's successful in your industry, in your space, in your niche, and take their advice. Don't be ignorant, don't be arrogant. Take their advice and make connections with people. Get their contact. Write down things about them so that when you do talk to them, say it's in a month, a year, you're not just, hey, I'm Spencer, you remember me? You're like, hey, it's Spencer, we met a year ago. You were telling me about X, Y, Z. How's that going? You know? Show people that you care. Show people that you remember these things about them. Write them down. That's it for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one.